Hello everyone. Now we will talk about the equatorial climate based on Boris Alisov's climate map of the world. First is the introduction. So in this comprehensive report, we will talk about the challenges and climatic differences of equatorial climates present in this area. This report focuses on environmental conditions, countries are affected, and prominent climatic design or architecture, including technologies and strategies employed in equatorial regions. So in this report, we will tackle about all the differences that is made or that is present in equatorial climate countries. And now, we will talk about the environmental conditions present in this area or in these climatic regions. So first, Boris Alisov's equatorial climate is characterized by high temperatures and heavy rainfall throughout the year. The region experiences minimal temperatures, variation with an average annual temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The consistent and heavy rainfall leads to the dense rainforests and foresting-rich biodiversity. So we can analyze all the countries in these areas that the climate controls their biodiversity and their vegetations. The regions or the countries in these regions are very prominent with lush vegetations and a lot of trees and rainforests. Now we will talk about the countries and the areas affected by the equatorial climate. So basically, the equatorial climate regions are predominantly seen in parts near the equator. So countries that are affected are Central and South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. But the notable regions in these areas are the Amazon rainforests in Brazil, the Congo Basin in Africa, and parts of Indonesia.
So next is climatic design and architects. So we as architects should focus on designing to our client to have to be a comfort. So we should focus on site analysis, proper locating of sunlight, and to have a ventilation to have comfort to our client.
Additionally, climatic design and architecture involves creating structures that harmonize with the local climate by considering factors such as temperature, wind, and sunlight, as you can see in this photo. Architects design building to optimize energy efficient so we can save to our energy. Also, enhance occupant comfort to be comfortable, especially in our home, and promote sustainability so that we have care to our nature. Example includes features like natural ventilation, cross ventilation, shading device, and other use of material that respond effectively to our climate, showcasing a thoughtful, environmental conscious approach to architectural design.
Next, materials and constructions. Sustainable and local source material are crucial for construction in equatorial climate. So here, let's have an example for the use in our nature, like a bamboo. Bamboo is a popular choice due to its rapid growth. We can see bamboo everywhere, especially on forests. And bamboo is good for strength and versatile. Additionally, raised foundation helps mitigate flooding during heavy rain. So that's the advantage of using the bamboo.
Additionally, choosing the right material for building is really important. Picking materials strong and lasting. We use materials like concrete and steel because they can handle different weather and stay strong. being eco-friendly. Some materials like recycled steel or bamboo are good for the environment. We're trying to be more sustainable, especially we as architects, keeping the things warm and cool. Materials that help keep our home at the right temperature are important. Thinking about stuff like insulation to save our money. Also, eco-friendly materials. Trying to use materials that doesn't harm to our environment. Uses of new technology. We're also using things like 3D printing to build things quickly and also save money. That's special to us, especially in our country. Making things look nice or aesthetics matches the plan. Choose material that looks good with the design we want. Colors and textures are important. How building looks and aesthetics. And not too expensive. We use materials that are good and doesn't cost too much. It's about finding balance and aesthetics.
Green building practices. The Equatorial region are increasingly adopting green building practices, incorporating green roofs, living walls, and rainwater harvesting system contribute to environmental sustainability and promote energy efficient.
Also, focusing on creating structures that are environmental friendly, resource efficient, and sustainable throughout their lifestyle. Sustainable materials, eco-friendly choice, materials, and low environmental impact such as recycle, reclaim, or rapidly renew resource. Energy efficient materials, using materials that contribute to energy conservation, like high quality insulation or energy efficient windows. Also, implementing architectural design that maximize natural lighting, reduce heat gain, and enhance energy efficient. Renewable energy source, integrating solar panels, wind turbines, or other renewable energy system to power building sustainability. Water conservation, efficient plumbing fixtures, installing water-saving fixtures and technologies to minimize water consumption. Rainwater harvesting, collecting and reuse rainwater for non-potable purpose like landscaping or flushing toilets. Indoor air quality, ventilation systems, incorporating efficient ventilation system to enhance indoor air quality and occupant well-being. Using materials with low volatile organic compound or VOC emissions to reduce indoor air pollution. Waste reduction, construction recycling, implementing strategies to recycle and reuse construction waste. Demolition practices, considering deconstruction instead of traditional demolition to reusable materials. Green certification, LEED, and other standards, seeking certificates like leadership in energy and environmental design to ensure adherence to green building standards. Energy Star compliance, incorporating Energy Star rated appliance and equipment for improved energy efficient so that we can save energy. Landscaping design, native plants, choosing locally adapted and drought-resistant plants to reduce water usage in landscaping. Green roofs, installing green roofs with vegetation to improve insulation, absorb rainwater, and enhance biodiversity. Community and Social consideration. Accessibility. Designing buildings that are accessible to everyone, promoting inclusively. Community engagement, involving the local community in the planning and development process for a more holistic approach. By incorporating these practices, architects and builders contribute to a more sustainable and resilient built environment.
Technologies and strategies. Passive cooling system. Equatorial architecture emphasizes passive cooling strategies to reduce the reliance on energy-intensive air conditioning. Techniques such as cross ventilation, thermal mass, and reflective surfaces contribute to maintaining comfortable indoor temperatures. So as architects, we should not rely on artificial cooling systems like the air conditioning system because such devices can contribute to pollution and it can also raise electric bills.
Tropical climates present distinctive challenges with soaring temperatures and humidity. Given the energy-intensive nature of traditional air conditioning, architects turn to passive cooling as a sustainable alternative. A pivotal principle involves maximizing natural ventilation. Architects strategically position openings such as windows and vents to encourage cross ventilation, facilitating air movement and cooling indoor spaces. Shading emerges as another critical element. Overhangs and louvers are strategically employed to shield buildings from direct sunlight, curbing heat gain and creating shaded houses for occupants. Now, let's explore the concept of thermal mass. Materials with high thermal mass such as stone or concrete absorb and retain heat during the day, gradually releasing it at night to regulate indoor temperatures. Reflective surfaces also play a pivotal role. Light-colored materials on roofs and walls reflect sunlight, preventing excessive heat absorption and maintaining cooler interiors. Passive cooling systems in tropical architecture embrace the inherent elements of nature of to fashion comfortable living spaces by integrating principles such as natural ventilation, shading, thermal mass, and reflective surfaces. Architects not only mitigate environmental impact but also elevate the quality of life in these vibrant regions.
Renewable energy. With abundant sunlight, equatorial regions are ideal for harnessing solar energy. Solar panels are employed to generate electricity and solar water heaters provide an eco-friendly solution for hot water needs. So in equatorial countries, we can use sunlight. We can use the sunlight to to harness electricity and hot water. It can also be used for hot water. So we can take advantage of the capabilities of an equatorial country for harnessing sunlight.
Tropical areas are rich in renewable resources with sunlight taking a prominent role. Solar power emerges as a pivotal player, providing a clean and ample energy source for tropical architectural solutions. Architects make use of the tropical sun by installing solar panels on rooftops and facades, converting sunlight into electricity and reducing dependence on traditional power sources. Another innovative approach is the passive solar design. Architects strategically orient buildings and incorporate design elements such as large windows to maximize natural sunlight for lighting and heating purposes, minimizing reliance on artificial systems. Wind energy also plays a role in the tropical energy landscape. Architects investigate the potential of wind turbines especially in coastal areas, to harness consistent and strong winds for electricity generation. Moving beyond conventional renewable, sustainable landscaping gains prominence. Architects integrate green roofs and walls adorned with local vegetation, not just for aesthetics but also to provide insulation, reducing the energy needed for indoor cooling. Renewable energy in tropical architecture is a vibrant and evolving field. By tapping into the abundant sunlight through solar technologies, exploring wind energy possibilities, and embracing sustainable landscaping, architects are shaping a greener narrative for the future of tropical living.
Water management. Given the consistent rainfall, management is crucial. Sustainable water harvesting and purification systems, coupled with efficient irrigation techniques, ensure a steady water supply without causing environmental degradation. So, equatorial countries, tropical countries like the Philippines, is very prone to flooding because tropical countries, we know, they are, they are prone to intense rainfall and typhoons. So, water management is very crucial.
Tropical regions often grapple with water-related challenges like heavy rainfall, floods, and periods of drought. Architects in these areas face the dual task of handling excess water during the rainy season and ensuring a stable water supply during dry spells. A foundational approach to water management is rainwater harvesting. Architects design systems to capture and store rainwater, often through rooftop collection, providing a sustainable source of non-potable uses such as irrigation, toilet flushing, and even some potable purposes after proper treatment. Sustainable drainage systems play a vital role. Architects implement permeable surfaces and green infrastructure to enhance water absorption, reducing surface runoff and the risk of flooding. This approach also aids in replenishing groundwater levels. Gray water recycling is gaining traction. Architects incorporate systems to treat and reuse water from sources like showers and sinks for non-potable purposes, reducing the demand on freshwater resources. resources. Addressing flooding concerns, architects use strategic planning and design to mitigate flood risks. This may involve elevating structures, creating an effective drainage channels, and integrating green spaces that act as natural buffers. During drought periods, architects turn to drought-resistant landscaping, using native and adapted plant species requiring less water. They create visually appealing and sustainable outdoor spaces that thrive even in water-scarce conditions. A holistic approach includes incorporating water-efficient appliances and fixtures. Architects specify low-flow faucets, water-saving toilets, and energy-efficient washing machines to reduce overall water consumption within buildings. Beyond infrastructure, community engagement and education are crucial. Architects collaborate with local communities to raise awareness about water conservation practices, encouraging responsible water use and fostering a collective sense of stewardship. For tropical regions with coastal areas, architects address saltwater intrusion concerns. This involves strategical planning to protect freshwater sources from saltwater encroachment, ensuring a sustainable supply for urban and rural communities. Water management in tropical architecture is a multifaceted challenge requiring innovative solutions. By embracing rainwater harvesting, sustainable drainage, grey water recycling, food mitigation, drought-resistant landscaping, and community engagement, Architects are not only creating resilient structures but also nurturing harmonious relationship between human habitats and water-rich tropical environment.
And for our next part, climate responsive landscaping. Utilizing native plants and trees in landscaping not only enhance the aesthetic appeal but also support biodiversity. And to explain this part, this passage is about using plants and trees in landscaping to make it look better and to help the environment by supporting biodiversity. The plants can also help keep the area cooler and improve the air quality. And for our conclusion, the equatorial climate base in Boris Alisov climate zone necessitates innovate and sustainable approach to design and construction. And to explain our conclusion, the climate in Boris Alisov region requires new and sustainable way of building and designing. Architects and planners there focus on strategies that tackle climate challenges and protect the environment and community. With advancing technology, these regions can demonstrate sustainable living to the world.